All right, we're live on YouTube. We are recording now. Don't say things that you don't want your mom to know. And this is one of the first streamed instances of the Open EXO or EXO Economy core team live this year, I think. So Happy New Year. And we're going to just jump right into some project updates from the community here. And at the end, I've got a few things I want to double down on coming from the public announcements we made last week on Tuesday. So I hope to get a minute or two reserved on my side. And here we go. So let's kick it over to Eric, Nikki, and then Ying, and then we'll get into the rest.
Thanks, Kent. Good seeing everyone, and welcome to 2022. Hopefully it'll be a little better year than last year for some of us. So as Kent just mentioned, we have some updates coming up from last week's community event. And if you missed that, be sure to see the replay. I'm sure that link is coming out soon. I'm sure Nikki will have more information on that, or possibly Kevin. And lots happening. You know, we're still, of course, bringing the Exos Token to market, and lots happening behind the scenes. We're going to have some news to share shortly, of course. So keep posted for that. One of the things that we did during the community event last week was we did have a number of projects or sway proposals that have been accepted, that have been issued Exos from the core treasury, and that they've been ongoing now for, in many cases, several months. Some of them are actually still going on. There were a number of people who checked in, made little short videos about how it's been and really some of the results. So be sure to check that out. I believe you'll see some links and some videos and some postings at EXO Insight, which is insight.openexo.com. And if you're still wondering how to actually submit a proposal in Sway and what is Sway and all that, are there, of course, some great resources to help you with that. Some of us will be working on a little bit more of a kind of a step-by-step, if you will, to do that based on our own experiences. So look for that. And in terms of the core treasury, not too much happening. The treasury is still flush with Exos, as we always keep saying. So be sure to reach out to anybody here in the core team, anybody within the community about the Sway platform, how to go in there. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a form you fill out. And then really in a question of weeks, once you have enough votes and people give you feedback, we will give you some Exos you can use to spend within the economy. So please keep that in mind. And with that, we will head now over to Nikki.
All right, thanks, Eric. Welcome, everybody. I just wanted to give an update on several of these Sway proposals. We've got the Next Gen Economy podcast. We've got the Academy 3.0. Ying can go into that. We've got upcoming crypto villages that Angelo can talk about, talking about bringing back the exoskeleton. In addition, we've got ABMEN Brazil, EXO Pakistan, EXO Italia coming on board, and they're asking great questions and committing to bringing 40 new wallets each to the community, to the marketplace. And we've got another sister economy. If you look in the background, Island 17 has agreed to utilize Exos as their main coin transaction for their initial launch. And so this particular game is an education game for young people to basically onboard them into doing good for the world and solving for the world's SDGs, hence the Island 17 SDGs for the initiative to save the world. So those are all really exciting. Other than that, I've got the needs. I know this is for the end, but we don't always get to it. I need that Miro board from yesterday for the foundations campaign. I know we got the overview, but in supporting some of these sister economies and bringing these wallets to our marketplace, they're asking, what do we do for marketing? And what's the sequence of these emails that we need to send? And so I'd love to see that final Miro board that Ray was presenting to you guys yesterday. And the other thing, which platform, and we're going to get to that with Kent probably at the end.
No, Nikki, on that flow chart, remember that we're also in the process of a massive deep dive in marketing and sales processes to support all the remote teams, right? Which are covering solutions, media, training, and economy. So they're all taking on all of these things in some cases. So to get that, I would think Ray would send that to you from the meeting yesterday. But the key is that we communicate also with the internal team at OpenEXO that's helping coordinate all that, just so everybody's on the same page. We don't want things like running off all over the place, because we're in week 3 of a 7-week process right now. Week 3 started this week, so we just have to keep going. And we got the first preliminary analysis yesterday, and it's didn't find it surprising. So we'll keep going. Anyways, I just wanted to add that in for you. Sorry for the interruption. Who's
Awesome.
next? Yeah.
And then, well, I'm going to add Vanessa's stats to the chat for the social media. She had to drop off. And so there you go. And next is Ying.
Yeah, hi everyone. Just going to give you an update on the support of the Exos and the wallets. We continue to support the members who need help with the using of Exos and the wallets. And I encourage everybody to join Discord if you're not there, and also just be active there. You can get support from each other, and also you can trade information within that community as well. Yeah, so we also continue to support the projects that are supported by Sway, and because there are Exos behind those projects, so any team that needs support, either with the use of the Exos or just the support the project in general, also use the Discord to do that. Okay, that's it for me. And Kevin?
Just real quick, Ying, you didn't say anything about the great work you did on the Discord reorganization. It's easier than ever to find what you need in Discord, and I absolutely am thrilled with how it's turned out. So, I mean, obviously we'll constantly keep going, but great job on that. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think the key is for everybody to start using it and give feedback while you use it to make it a more active community. Yeah. That's my hope. Okay, Kevin.
Awesome, thanks Ying. So the one update I wanted to just make is just with regards to the Opening ExO community event that happened last week. We ran a 24-hour event, and as Eric did share, we did have a booth that was sharing about the Sway proposals. We also had booths for the economy. And in terms of the recording of that, that is currently in editing, and we will hopefully by the end of this week actually have edited down the updates so that they are easy to consume, so that people can say, I just want to know about this particular thing or that particular thing, and it'll be easy to watch, and you won't have to watch the full 75 minutes, or you can watch it over a bunch of videos, which is what we're doing. So that should hopefully be out or be edited by sometime this week, so we can hopefully get it out sometime this week, but it might be early next week. So yeah, so want to do just share that here. And I think that's all I have to share. I'll hand over to Angelo.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Hello, everyone. Well, from my side, I've been working in the concept of Crypto Village with Angela and the team, and we are discussing these different possibilities to bring to reality the use of the token, not just the interaction in the marketplace. I mean, vacation or any other activity that you want to use your token. And we are dealing with our first iteration over here in beautiful Chile with our countryside DOM, where we are accepting Exos as a value interchange. And also in our language school, International Center, we are accepting Exos 2 for learning Spanish, English, or also Portuguese. And that say is our second or third iteration, but is one of the most challenging stuff that is being happening right now for a while. And it's given the insight that a chain is permanent and we are evolving, our organization is evolving, and we will be supporting you anyway, any case, in terms of the understanding of the blockchain, but you need to take care about yourself in terms of the knowledge that you bring on board to your mind and the way that you can use your skill. I mean, the Exos skills, such as use of the token, and also the connection between you and the community as a user, as a participant, and also as a community member. And we will be promoting that during the next following weeks. And it's super excited because it's something that is start from zero. I mean, the DOMS, it was just an idea, and now it's a real project that is being enjoyed by several people from Chile right now. But we are super glad to receive people from all over the world over here, and this place is beautiful, and we want to share with you this ship. And on the other hand, we are talking with other community members from LATAM communities who are looking for training about the wallet, and I invite them, all of them, to visit and be part of the Discord and receive the first kickoff of the Learn and Earn program from the Academy 3.0. I share that with the community. There is almost 100 people from Exos in Latin America, and also a little bit more out of the WhatsApp group, but they already know that. Maybe for the next following 4 weeks, we will be discussing the possibility to have a one-on-one live training, but it's a working process right now. And then that's from my side. Over to you, Lisa.
All right. Hi, everyone. So a lot of stuff, even during the break from EXO Insights. We've got lots of great articles, a lot on NFTs and DAOs and entrepreneurship. So definitely take a peek at EXO Insight. I've also posted in the chat our weekly recap, which will have the stories that were posted last week and what you can expect to see this week on EXO Insight. We have our weekly writing club that happens on Thursdays. Highly encourage anyone to come and join. Sometimes, even if you don't have anything written, it's just a great place to just talk about things that are coming up. And yeah, lots of great ideas that happen during those meetings. And so that's the big thing. And then the book is coming along, working with Salim and Peter. And so we have the April 26th release for the digital version. So that is coming along. That's all I have.
Hey, Lisa, I'd say your writers club is almost as much a thinkers club as it is a writers club. The discussions have been really, really fun. So I would encourage anyone to come and check that out if you like thinking about any of the things related to exponential technologies, because we do try to do that in the context of then pushing that into content. So we're really discussing these things with an eye toward creating clusters of content in specific areas. So it's almost like every week we're having a mini swarm on what best content the community might want and need and be able to create. It's been really, really cool.
Yeah, sometimes we get all philosophical, ethical, and lots of really, really good discussions. So come and join if you want an invite.
I did a demo for you while you were talking. Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, if anyone wants to know about the metaverse or NFTs or DAOs, there's lots of great content on EXO Insight. So definitely check it out. Yeah. And over to Pratik.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year and welcome back. Definitely, you should be looking at applying it Sway because we are one of the, I think, best example of a successful product which has come out of the Sway program. This is the link to our MVP. When you log in with the admin password, you would be able to see a bunch of test versions which is running on the IOTA EVM testnet right now. There's the default OTP, and you can also try creating an account and log into the dashboard. Next step for us to be creating a security token. We have created a test version of that, which is very similar to the consensus example of the ERC 1400 contract with an extra partition to just ensure that we are tracking the token throughout end to end. And that's about it for us. And we will be coming out with more opportunities to earn YENA tokens as well as Exos for testing out our website. Thank you. Next over to Jill.
Thanks, Pratik. Just Nikki, for you and the foundations that you're looking for, I have spoken to Ray, and we're still waiting on that. I think it's because of all the changes that are happening. But I do have a document. I have a Gantt chart that I made quite a while ago that I'll give you access to. That might give you a little bit of information on some other further steps we're taking when we translate as well. I just remember that I just got to find where it is, and then I'll send you access to that, and maybe that'll just give you a little bit of help while we wait.
Perfect.
That's
Thank
my
you.
only update.
I think that was everybody, right? I think that was everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So two quick things on my side to get us out of here on time. I think two things. Let me think. One, back on Tuesday last week, Kevin was talking about the processing of the videos from the community gatherings that we did, which were really fun. By the way, it was so great to see everybody, and we had a really great turnout overall. And obviously, we almost always get a lot of just rewatches. Some people who couldn't attend at a specific time when we get the replays up. So sooner the better on that. And but one of the big announcements that we had was around the Exos token itself. And this is public now, and so we'll be repeating it a lot, and we're in the final stages. But we are in the process of finding a new blockchain home for the Exos token. So Exos token isn't going anywhere, except it's going to get a new house. So it's a nice way to think about it. And this has been something that we've thought long and hard about over the course of last year, and feel that it's the best thing for the community moving forward, as far as anybody can tell. And so that process is in its very last stages of decision, and I expect to be able to announce here next week where the token is going. Apologize, it's not a matter of secrecy, it's a matter of negotiation. So we're in final negotiations to get the very best outcome for the community that we can possibly get. And yeah, really excited about that. So there's some wonderful possibilities emerging. We've all been working for this super hard since the token genesis back in April of 2018. And yeah, these are not the easiest things, but we're definitely moving forward quickly. So even though if it feels slow, we're moving pretty quickly. So because you have to be very deliberate about such things, right? You can't just it's not random decisions every other day or something. So that's one thing. Actually, I think that's the thing that I'll talk about today. Does anybody have any needs or questions? Nikki, you mentioned you had something, and we have a couple minutes left, so I don't want to take that up if you have some.
No, I got it from Jill. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else? Show of hands if you have something you need to bring up or talk about.
I would like to add something related to the treasury, because maybe this is our third meeting. We are discussing next possibilities to add some feature to the treasury, like marketing information related to the treasury, or any other support or back support or backup for the treasury. And why? Because as the treasury possibilities right now, we are just approving and also tracking, but maybe we need to also how to say that, promote or find a way that we can promote the different sway proposal in the community.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's part of the treasury, or maybe we can add that kind of feature, because not all the people know that is already happening on the sway, but we can improve that relation, definitely.
That's a great idea. I would suggest that what we call open EXO marketing operations has substantial digital marketing capabilities. And I mean, we spend money constantly on the economy and on promoting and all kinds of things. I think we should absolutely promote the use of sway, and I don't know about individual proposals, that might be a little weird, but promoting that it's there, right? And that we're doing that to an internal audience primarily, right? Community focus makes a lot of sense, because we want maximum community engagement with those voting processes. What people, I hope, realize, Angelo, and thank you for bringing it up, is that this is what governance is like. You know, we're literally doing the things that a DAO does with some of this process, and these are one of the areas that we chose to experiment and learn and get better at it, right? And see what the challenges would be that would also be impactful. So, yeah, Kevin has reminded me. Thank you, Kevin, that I forgot something, and that is around the NFT Book Project. So, as you guys know, Peter and Salim are writing the second book in the Exponential Organizations series. Exponential Organizations second edition. I think there's some back and forth on titling, but nonetheless, that book is scheduled to come out in the spring, what I call spring, April. We wanted to run an NFT project around the book so that we could come up with a really fun way to promote it, to drive some engagement and make it really fun for everybody. And I'm super happy to say that project is funded. I have a series of meetings today with the teams of people that have done such projects before, similar to what we're proposing, utilizing NFTs on the chain where we're going to launch the NFTs. That's going to be happening in a few hours. I have those meetings to talk to them and just get inputs and advice. And then once we get through that, we're going to be looking to get the team assigned that's going to help execute this program, working with Lisa, and then working with the authors, right? Working with Peter and working with Celine, because they all actually have a little bit, we've set it up so they have a little bit of work to do, because there's this concept of effort that needs to go into an NFT in terms of its overall value. And so it has to do with some AI generative art, what's written in the book, the draft status, and all kinds of fun stuff. So I don't want to release all the details just yet, but we'll be pushing this out in the description, hopefully a little video describing the project. All that stuff will go up on the landing page for the project itself, coming up really soon. But this is something that's happening. It's kicked off last week. I got all the meetings booked in this week. We'll get the people assigned this week with the budget, and this will move forward. And I think it should be super exciting. Yeah, that's it. So that's what's coming with the NFTs around the books. And it'll be the first official NFT project of our community. It won't be the first NFT project of anyone in our community, but from an OpenExO core perspective, for sure. And by the way, Nikki, I picked up one of the NFTs in the pre-registration for Island 17. And I would encourage, if you want to post about that, for anybody to go check that out.
Will do. Thanks.
And I was going to try to grab you at some point this week to give you some feedback on my experience that might help the team, because there's a couple of things there that I was like, wait a minute, really? But anyway, it's like, I think,
you got to know they were developed in 2 weeks.
I know, but it's awesome, and so many good intentions going on there. So if you want to help solve some SDGs, I'm super happy to promote it. You should go find the Island 17 NFTs and get one reserved. They are a lovely sister community that we often support and work with, and now support us because they adopted Exos as their native currency as they get out the gate, which is an amazing thing, right? So really, really cool.
All right.
And beautiful people. All right, that's it. We're done. All right, everybody. I'm gonna kill the stream. Bye.